I don't have any semi-chrome. That's actually what I would prefer to use. But we'll use what we have. I've actually ordered some semi-chrome. That's before. We'll see if it makes any difference after. There's a lot of elbow grease here. I do have a Dremel tool with a fabric wheel or a buffing wheel on it. I might get that out and try to get down into these corners and cracks. See if that makes any difference. This rag is saturated with that polish, so yes, I do have a lot of polish still going in all these new places that I'm rubbing. This turns out to be a super nice instrument. I may invest into having this re-chromed, although I'd need to take these knobs off and I'm not sure how to get that apart. See that before? And I'll just try to do this bottom half of it. I'll get a little dab more here. See, it makes a big difference. But I am going to take it to the brass wheel and get it like this. I haven't cleaned this one on the brass wheel yet, or any of these gears. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll be back. I thought since most of the chrome was just falling off of those tuner shafts that I would show you the process of cleaning these up. It's kind of silly to not show it to you. This is how they're starting out. And then when I hit them on this wire wheel real soft, there's basically, a couple of them have a little bit of chrome, some of them don't. So the ones that don't have the chrome, I'm just going to polish them up. That's step 2. And then with a little of that mother's polish, this is what step 3 ends up being. So we're going to probably have a mismatch, but so be it. This is noisy. So here's how it goes. I have my safety glasses on. Looks like all but one had the chrome completely gone. This one still has some chrome. I'm thinking I'm just going to try to get it off. You may have to sand it. We'll see what happens here. I go a little more aggressive. No, it's still chrome. So we just may have one mismatch. I don't know if I want to go to sanding all of that off. See? It's got a brass shine to it because of the brass wheel, but when I polish it, that'll come off and be chrome. Now we're going to do these little wheels and little gears. There's a gear beforehand. And we'll see what it looks like afterwards. That was just a second for you, but it took a couple minutes. And when I found it, I picked it up and I dropped it again, and it bounced here, bounced on the table, and bounced into my tool bag, and I had to empty my tool bag out completely to find it in there. Oh. Fumble fingers. Here we go. Okay, there they all are, rough polished. Chrome came off of every single one of them just by touching it. I'm flicking it off with my thumb, except this one. And we're going to polish these up to see what they look like. Put them in here. And this is 1500 wet or dry. Just gonna shiny chrome. I wish they'd all come out like that. It's pitted, but it's pretty nice. The rest of these are going to be bright brass. So here we go, more repetition. Shiny. Don't know if it's worth that effort or not. I'll probably do it. It'll take just a few minutes. I think polishing this edge will allow it to turn easier, because this is the part that actually rubs against other stuff. There we go. Now we're shining. Okay, you don't need to watch the rest of these. I got 4 more to do. So, since I went through all of that aggravation, polishing these shafts and these gears, and I went ahead and sanded down the one chrome one, and it was just barely a level of chrome. I noticed that there's appears to be 2 different types of shafts. Some of these are countersunk, some of them aren't. You can see the difference in the size of the hole. Maybe it's I have to pay attention to that when I put it together to make sure the bigger ones are in the bigger string holes. Maybe that's what it's for. I didn't notice that originally. Since I went through that much trouble, I'm going to try to take a Dremel and a little buffing wheel to the tuner head. See what kind of result I get from that. See something I don't like, it just flipped the goober on my guitar. Ah, that's grease. Well, this thing's going out of here. I'll be back. I probably already flipped stuff on there and doesn't even realize it, so I'll have to clean that and degrease it very well before we do another coat of paint. This thing is a pain with the cord. We're so spoiled these days with all these cordless tools. This half cleaned up. Now I just got to try to I think I may just take it to the sink because it is a nasty mess. I'll be back. Okay. Can you tell which side I cleaned up? I think it's pretty obvious, but it's not dramatic. Well, I don't even know if it's obvious the more I'm looking at it. Let you look at it. Get it back here where the light hits it more, maybe. This is the side that I polished, and other than, I lied, based on these tuning keys, this is the side I polished. This one's in pretty rough shape right here. I might have to take a minor file for that one and clean it up. These are polished and shiny. I really can't tell the difference between the two sides, so up here I can. This side's just a faint shinier than this side in here, so I want to go ahead and hit this side on the front, and down in some of these corners and cracks in here I can see this side's a little dirtier. So let me get this side going. I did a large squirt of Dawn dishwashing soap. Give that some shakes. See if that's going. Cleaned up the second half, and here we go. Oh, I gotta try to sort them out, which is the bigger, if they have a. That one that has no noticeable bevel. That has the tiniest little bevel. That one has a pretty big bevel, and that one doesn't have really any noticeable bevel. Some bad spots on it, but it's not enough to cause any serious issue. Well, that looks pretty. The finished unit. A little disappointed that the chrome wouldn't clean up better, but it is what it is. Alright, we'll see what else is in the box. Fretboard, I took it in and washed it with soap and water, and it had some burrs, it had some damage on one side here somewhere where it had been smacked. Right there's a spot, right here, that little spot right there, and this was really bent down, and I took a hammer and peened it back in. You can probably see it there. Got some discoloration right there. I'm going to see if I can remove that. Without messing up the paint. Okay, we're going to call that good. The reason I know the paint is very fragile on this I rinse this in soap and water too, and you see this little brass section right here, that paint flaked off, and there's some very minor flaking here too. So that's all we're doing with that. Okay, so got it smooth, all in that good. Okay, we got pickups. We already went over these. This bridge. Got this nut. And we got these diamond plates. And I think that's it. These diamond plates got paint all over them. And they appear to be chrome with steel screws. I will hit these with polish to see if that'll come off easily. It could be. There, I don't think anybody noticed that. And then this one's dented up, or bent up. We're going to tap it back down just a little bit. All right, let's see if this one cleans up. Got any good whack? Pretty nice. Give it some bling. I might make 2 more of those for the other side. Cover up the extra holes where the original 2 guitars. This was a twin, and they were together. So in between it was just a rod, and these are cover plates for additional pieces. So I've already cleaned these, so I am just going to hit them with some polish. I took them completely apart and polished the copper or the metal rod underneath. This is a close view of that panel. This was on a secondary string on a 2-neck or more. This would be the second panel because of these rivets. You see the square rectangle, it had switches here. These round holes were not there. Somebody has done this. You can see it's not perfectly round. These are out of round. Almost looks like this might have been a single switch. It's got a couple dents going up. Straight. They have a bow in them, natural bow. There's no dents or I've used other than in pickup phone to see if it'll focus. There's kind of a 100K ohm. The other pot doesn't. It has writing on it, probably the similar writing. It has a circle underneath the solder coming out, but it is a 50K ohm. Wondering what was on that other one. Now, can you read that? So, you just saw some video and maybe a picture of this little capacitor. It appears to say Yamaha on it, and I just can't get the size. So based on the Yamaha, I'm going to say it's probably not part of the original, and therefore I'm not interested in it. If it was an original capacitor, I would test it to see if it worked and try to use it again. But it's not, so it's going in the trash. I'll keep it actually, just in case I find out that I'm wrong. I was wrong once, at least I thought I was. Found out I was mistaken. Okay, got a meter there. This is an auto ranging meter, so I may have to get a different one. I don't know the specs on these things. My magnifier's on because I can't see nothing. First of all, I'm going to test these two little prongs here. And I'm getting nothing there. So I'd say so this wire is obviously connected to that, and this wire is connected to that, and this wire is connected to that. No connection there. It appears to me this coil is dead. This one must be working because I plugged it in when I first got it and it made noise. Okay, that's showing nothing too. I don't know, I think maybe I have to get a different kind of meter. Well, after much more fiddling and cleaning and inspecting, I pulled these wires out. I think it was a bad connection. I think, maybe, knock on wood, I might have got a good break here. I'm gonna clamp these on. Well, that's not the same reading I was getting just seconds ago. There's a hair wire sticking out right here. Oh, and a hair wire sticking out back here. So there's a broken wire there. Well, if you can see that one. Let me test that wire and this wire and see if I get anything. Let me scrape this wire. Frustrating. Okay, I'll play some more. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Okay, new development. I was able to find hair thin wires. I don't know if you can see that wire, or if it's better against that background, or if you can see it at all. I am going to attempt, this is the wire for this side, and it was broke off here, so I pulled around one wrap and shellacked it back into here, stick it, and the other wire is sticking out just a 1/16 of an inch past the edge of this plastic right at my fingernail. Maybe see it on my fingernail. I am going to try. Took a piece off the end of this. I'm going to see if there's any way possible. That's hot. Don't touch that. That I can solder this on the end. Hallelujah! Would you look at that? Can you see those two wires? If I'm a lucky guy, I'll be able to clean the ends of these two wires. Actually be able to get them to read on a multimeter. .56 rock solid steady. Don't know if you can see that or not. If not, I'll back the camera out. Yahoo! I am happy camper. Oh, you just barely can't see it. So there you go. Let's try it again, so I have a witness that I'm not absolutely 6.55 that time. Getting the right spot to get connected on that wire is tough. Ha ha ha! That makes me very, very happy. So set this aside. That is this one up here. Let's see if I can find any similar luck with this one. There's that one. There is that one. 6.62. Rock and roll. Now, just getting something soldered to those is going to be my... How do I do that? All right, I'm celebrating my success. I guess I shouldn't talk too early until I get it on camera for proof. I was able to solder the wires back on. 6.53. Solder these back on. And we are at 6.58. I am a happy boy. That's the original pickups, the original wiring. So I was able to pull out the strand and get it soldered. It took me forever. I've been working on it for hours, but got it done. Thank you.